right, good morning again. This right here is our opening range gap, and we're gonna watch and see how we trade through consequent encroachment of the gap here, and whether we're gonna come back down for this daily low right here that formed yesterday. So my eyes on this for now, and I do see that we have a mitigation block here. So that can stall price in its attempt to go higher. And there are relative equal lows here that could be probed. So if we want, we can actually sell short here because price has already indicated that it may not be interested. It's working this consequent encroachment. Now, so let's. Someone said, "Fuck around and find out." Let us fuck around and find out. If this candle closes with a swing high, we will sell. But if it pushes through, okay, push through the high of that candle, no more sell. Now I'm going to expect price to come to at least this level here. And because that is a close above consequent encroachment. We don't worry about what happens because if we did get a sell-off here, we can use this wick also to join in the move. So it's not really that big of a deal. So this is where we stand. Down here there is a bullish order block. So I expect that one to fail at some point because I believe we may still go lower. For now, we just watch. So that is a swing high. It just formed, and it is 35. So we're gonna watch this candle. See if it shows some willingness to break lower, or it tries to just close the gap completely. The blue stuff here, I don't have time to explain what it is today. One day I will explain, but for now, let's just focus on this. So we broke above the swing high. We're leaving a bullish order block at the consequent encroachment. Price is still not very interesting to me. So let me see. Okay. Now I see what's up. This gradient is important. One day I will also explain what that is. But for now, we're watching price try to go higher and returning to the new week open price right there. We'll see if we can push higher. There is a end dog here. There's open price down. There's close here down to the open here. So that is the end dog. Um, so you gotta be have rules of engagement, like if then, if this then that. So the price I'm watching next is 25,080. These blue levels represent this. These intervals that represent the macros and the time between the macros. So I'm watching to see here, right here, this fair value gap, if price is gonna hit it and rally higher. I know this is already in premium, but we have not yet run this high, and there is this high also that's here. So this fair value gap right here could be a good point to take a scalp right there. It is not only it's the opening range high, opening range gap high, and also it overlaps with a gradient. So it may actually become a breakaway gap. I mean, or a measuring gap. Like I expect this gap to stay open until price gets to where it wants to go. Let's see if ICT is saying anything today. ICT lost nothing. All right, it's quiet. It's like, hey, I'm just gonna leave you boys handle it for now while I quietly enjoy my time away from the screens. Deserve it, teacher. Much deserved. So price has delivered 2580 almost. Yeah, it's gotten there. So I'm just gonna watch that and see what happens there. Today is Thursday, and Thursday is known for reversals. If you look over the Last couple days price has stalled here, consolidation, break lower, taking the initial lows of the week, and this right here would be discount, and you can see price trying to rally back up higher. So if this is discount, we may seek these levels if it is able to break above this high, which is a big if. But we're gonna watch and see what happens here. As I said, 2580 was the level I was watching. So let's see what happens at our order block. Fairly gap right here. It may seem like I have a lot of things on my chart, but they kind of make sense to me. I know how I use them. I understand. Like this yellow line is the opening price of the market at 6 a.m. New York, right here. That's that price. So this is the first presented fair value gap. Gonna see what happens there. See the sensitivity off of this level here, off of the yellow line. That's why I have it. Bingo. This is Monday's opening range low. This thicker yellow line. The reason why I'm not buying is that I I'm not sure this is the move of the day yet because uh, yesterday's PM session low is still here. But based on market structure, actually, it is headed higher. I think this is enough. So we'll see what happens at 10 a.m. During the 9:50 10:10 macro. Well, the gap stayed open as we expected. And here is another gap. Um, I would also like to see a bounce off of this gap to this level. The reason I'm talking about that level is that there is a swing high to the left here, and I'm wondering if price is gonna get to it. And there's this swing low here, so this fair value gap during the macro can be a quick scalp. We're in very deep, uh, high up there, high premium right there. So the probabilities may drop, but I still expect it to work and draw up to this level. And then we'll see what happens when price gets there. So far it's working. Bingo. So uh, let's do something, show you if we wanted to buy here, stop loss would have been here, this level, and then TP here. So that's 500 locked in. So keep watching. So there are elements to a price swing. Like when price is going up like this, there are mile markers that it leaves. And should a reversal occur from here, then we can use those mile markers to see if price is going to come down. So it had to go away. So 25 180 delivered. I think there is news at 10 a.m. Let me see. Forex Factory. Today is the 23rd. Existing home sales. Uh, on Friday, 24th, there is CPI and the flash PMI. Hmm. Okay. All right. Should price break through this Fed gap? What is that going to tell us? That we may come down to this level here. So far, the fair value gap is holding because the bodies of the candle still in the staying inside the fair value gap. So one could say that pumped it up for the news. Now, if we lose this low and hit this level, bounce up to this level, I would like to take a short. But if it just continues going higher, I'm not interested. take a screenshot actually. So breaking through the low, closing outside of the gap. So that's good for shorts. I'm not sure it's good for anyone who bought long. Um, we may come back to revisit this low here. That's the opening range low. So I'm watching to see what happens here. Okay, let's take a short. short the market and we put in our stop loss above this kind of high, and we can initially target this swing low. Oh, that would be wow. Not so sure, but let's watch and see. I don't like how we're hitting this high though. So this high here, this could be a breaker actually on the 13-minute chart. So I'd like to see this drive through this low here. This darker blue area, if we able to push through that, we may be straight. Otherwise, so that there is hitting this order block. I don't want to see it respected. I want to see price push through it. Take this swing low. In case you wonder, I'm expecting a market maker sell model. This would be a reversal, and we will seek the swing low that formed here. And if we can come here, why not here? Why not these lows? So, um, I don't know. So let's see if this would show any properties of ICT inversion fair value gap. If you remember, I said I wanted to see it break down here to this level and then retrace up to that level. So now that is what's going on, what's happening. Um, is it a good sell? Not so sure. But we are already long, so we are holding. It's only one position, one contract. So if it closes above this level here, I will close the trade at a loss because that is an indication of bullishness. I don't have to hold until it takes me out at a $400 loss, right? So I'm watching to see if this is going to be an inversion fair value gap, which is very unlikely. Um, this down candle didn't deliver much, so don't know. There's this breaker here, scroll and see. So far, price is uh, showing signs of respecting the level. There is a fair value gap here that we gotta be mindful of. But this, if this low gives in, oh man, that's gonna be very good. I expect lower prices, of course, because I'm short. But if we close above this yellow level, this upper level here, I am, uh, I would consider my opinion right now to be wrong, and then I would close the trade. So I don't like that. But as long as we stay below this black level, black line level, I'm good. I'm holding. Nah, this is not good. Fair value gap, fair value gap. Ooh. Ha ha ha. Gotta take your profits. So now we have a swing high on the 15-minute chart. Shit, I don't like this. Can't see shit. This is a swing high right there. Yeah. So this here is a swing high, and I would like to see price return to discount. To see, even if it is going to go higher, I want to see it take some side sell side liquidity. Now I'm absolutely going to remove my stop loss. Reduce it. Should something crazy happen. So this trading ICT, you can actually understand what are the liquidity pools, why certain levels matter, how to get into a trade, and how to trust your trade, right? And what are the conditions that will invalidate your trade idea. As I said, as soon as I get a close above this level here, I'm up. Otherwise, I would hold and see if we break below this low. Now, if we break below this low, that's going to be very good because that is an indication of bearishness and we may get this low here. Oh, okay, that's good, right? So it's moving in the right direction. It's a 15-minute fair value gap here. So if it is going to go down, I'd like to see bigger candles. It has to accelerate on the 1 minute chart and get to first this fair value gap. So I guess I'll take my profit inside of this fair value gap. If it gets there. This is not bad. All right, that's okay. Perfect. That's good. Pay the trader. The reason why I got out here is because this is a fair value gap. There's a fair value gap here, and just this big gap, and it is price returned to equilibrium of the open range. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see. I think it can go much lower here. So should it break through this fair value gap? If it goes through this fair value gap and comes back up and retests on here, it could be a good shorting opportunity. All right. So this was just a short-term bounce. Okay. It doesn't mean the move ends there. It just bounced. And there's a fair value gap. That fair value gap is in premium from this low to that high. But if you consider this low to that high, that is equilibrium. So you gotta be careful. And so far, it is being respected here. No candle is closing inside it. So you can see you gotta know stuff, be careful. Okay, I was away for a while, um, but as you can see, it made sense for us to get out of the trade when we got into this fair value gap. So this bounce here, that's what I didn't want to sit through. Okay, it doesn't mean that I've changed my expectations that price should get back to the opening range gap, but I just didn't want to be part of this push higher. You know? So, and this here would be a breakup: low, high, lower low, higher high. So let's see if price will stay above the fair value gap now. I'm not saying it should or that it will. I'm just gonna watch and see if it does. I'm not interested in taking the trade anymore. So that's that. Bingo, the opening range high is gone off of the breaker here. I'm loving price action today. It's beautiful. So this is how I was looking at it. See, I should take a screenshot. So I called this. Okay. I expect it to continue to go higher for the remainder of this hour, all the way into the macro. So, um, are we able to go higher? That's a very good question. Yellow line, 10 a.m. open, right? Corresponds to 4 hour opening. Every 4 hour session starting at 6 a.m. have a yellow line showing the open. Now you see we came back down to the breaker again. Very fast move. So sometimes moves like that can be very scary, but don't let it scare you. Let me see how some other people are doing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause the recording. We're back. We're solid in our expectations of higher prices until the close of this 1 hour candle. So in between the macros, of course, there is it, like going from this blue dotted line to this blue dotted line. That is 1 hour of trading. So the price action of 1 hour of trading, that's what I'm looking at. And we can see that right here we got two PDS, right? We had a mitigation block here for this short, attacking this low and this one low. And then we got this breaker, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. The high in between is the breaker. The price goes into that, accumulate, rally. So this in itself was also a trade, attacking the open range high. And then we got a retracement back to this level here, a rally again. This move down here would have, I believe, stopped a lot of people out of their trades or scared people away. And but as you can see, we were not scared, not afraid. Let price do what price does. Now, over here, this price right here, I guess it is the opening price. This one, the yellow line, is a bullish order block on the 15-minute chart. So I'm just going to watch that and see how price behaves. If this is the macro, by the way. The macro, the 10, 50, 11, 10 macro has started. And if we break below this low and this fair value gap, remember the fair value gap, we break up below it, we're going to be in trouble. So we're trading at the 15-minute order block open. And on the 15-minute over here, yeah, I think this is just a consolidation. And we may push higher and go back up to all-time highs. Um, This is the low that formed after 10 a.m. Well, this initial low has been stopped, hunted. So um, we could still come below this low, but I'm not so sure of that. I wouldn't like to see it happen. If prices are as strong as I believe they are today, I want to see it push higher. 1 minute left before 11. Are we gonna close on the high? Push, push, push higher. Yeah. So at most what's likely to happen here is we get immediate rebalance. See, this wick has been rebalanced to its high right there. So this one can come down a little bit, tap this high here, and then go up. So I'll be watching for that. So come down to this level and then rally. I don't want to see any move down into this. Sometimes price can get a little boring, so you just have to sit and wait. This is the nature of price action. So you see, we balance down to this high, this wick in here, and it's rallying back up. That is in line with my expectations. Um, I just don't want to see this low give up. I want to keep it in place. If it does give up, then there is a lot of trouble. One key point before I close the stream is that when every hour opens, you note the opening price of the hour. And if you're bullish, you want to be buying below that price. And if you're bearish, you want to be selling above it, right? So since we're bullish, we are, I believe the market is accumulating orders below this opening price right now, and it's going to go higher. Now, should it start breaking lower and break below this one low? Uh, that can be the beginning of trouble. But for now, I expect it to push higher. All right, this does not look good. Um, but so far so good. The order block here, the yellow line, that is the order block. To see if we can create a change in the state of delivery, and instead of price going lower, if it is going to start going higher. So this right here is a fair value gap. We see, just watching. So price start going lower. These lows here, that could be a target, but that's really not my focus right now. still watching this yellow level. Not trading, taking a trade anymore. At least this breaker here delivered this move higher to this buy side liquidity, relative equal highs here. So I would understand if it wants to go lower. If today is not bullish after all, then it could go lower. But I'm really watching this yellow level. Want to see what happens there. And then I'll shut down the string. If we break below this low here on a closing basis, I'll be out of here. All right. So see this swing low here said if we break below it, there could be trouble coming into the marketplace, and it did break below it here. So and then gave this fair value gap. I mean, this is not really something. It's not that. This is not the kind of move I want to take. But should it break below this, come all the way down to this level, fail to take this low, say it creates relative equal lows here, then comes back up to this fair value gap, that's gonna be sweet, 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 sweet. That's more consolidation that I wanted. Let's look at stocks. Normally stocks would also be doing the same thing. But first, let's look at gold. Gold is moving. Gold is trying to go higher, but failing to do so. It's inside its opening range gap. It's not even traded a consequent approachment yet, so it's definitely coming down here. Oh my god, this could be bad. Um, Bitcoin doesn't look great on the moving chart. Also pushing higher. Hmm, interesting. On the futures contract, we see nothing. Ah, I don't hate this. Oh, all right. Testing. Okay. We know that when we gap down, this is the opening range gap, right? 930, and then the close yesterday. Okay, so this is the gap. 70% chance the price will deliver to the middle of the gap. Now, we got down, came back up, fair value gap, buy, rally, buy here, and it holds the price to get there. So this, how many dollars? So 17 here from this low, volume imbalance, this low, then goes up to 31. So that's about 10 bucks minimum. You say you make 10 bucks on a contract, you know, it's pretty good. Apple, oh, what a mess. Apple is in a mess, but it gaps, it opened with a premium gap here and then closed the gap within the first 30 minutes. And now we just are fooling around. Google, okay, premium gap, 50% of the gap, while Meta, premium gap, close the gap, while. So that's it. Let's go back to Nasdaq. Yeah, okay. What's going on? What? What was that? Uh, always in the continuous contract. It's the same thing. String low taken, no close below the fair value gap, so still bullish. The reason why I maintain a bullish stance on this is we are below the opening price of this hour, so it could still go up. But I don't care anyway. So this is it for today. I think it's been great. I think the market is in premium. So if you take many buys, you should be careful. This could actually start going down, come to this level. On this time frame, we are in premium, right? But on this other time frame, high, low, it's also in premium. So we may get some kind of retracement here. But that's it. This was the trade.